Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Washington Park Public Library and Providence Community Library. And I'm Mr. Kevin. And today we're going to do a story time and a craft. How is everyone this morning? I'm great. I'm really excited today. Today is Fabulous Friday, one of my favorite days of the week because it's Friday. And we all at Washington Park and Providence Community Library, some of me and my friends, we dress up on Fridays to look fabulous. So if you have something fun that you're wearing, awesome. Today, can you guess what the theme is for our Fabulous Friday? Yep, you guessed it, hats. And today I'm wearing this hat because this is one of my favorite hats. Do you know what this is called? This is called a bowler. Yeah. And the reason why Mr. Kevin likes it is because it's famous because of one famous artist, a surrealist named Rene Magritte. Do you want to see one of his paintings? Yeah, I got one right here. Rene Magritte painted a lot of men wearing these hats. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah. So that's why Mr. Kevin likes this hat. So today we're going to do a craft and a story. So let's go over what we need for the craft. So today we'll need some paper. We'll need our scissors and a marker or pencil, pen. And lastly, we just need some tape. All right. So who has a lot? I have a lot of energy. How about you guys? Yeah. Do you want to do a song? All right. Do you know what song we're going to do? Yeah. Let's do it. You guys ready? Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them. Open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. All right, big and small. Big and small and big and small and big, big, big and small, small, small. I can't hear you. Big and small and big and small and big, big, big and small, small, small. All right, we're going to do one of my favorites. Loud and quiet. Loud and quiet. Loud and quiet. Loud, loud, loud. And quiet, quiet, quiet. Loud and quiet. Loud and quiet. Loud, loud, loud. And quiet, quiet, quiet. All right, let's get our fingers walking. Fast and slow. Fast and slow. And fast and slow. And fast, fast, fast. And slow, slow, slow. Fast and slow. And fast and slow. And fast, fast, fast. And slow, slow, slow. Good job. All right, one more. Please, no, thank you. Can you say it? Great. Please, no, thank you. Please, no, thank you. Please, please, please. And no, thank you. Please, no, thank you. Please, no, thank you. Please, 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 and no, thank you. Great job with the song, everybody. Great. Oh, you guys are all set this morning. Wonderful. How about a story? Great. And so when we were talking about art earlier, we're going to do some more talking about art. And we're going to talk about a famous artist that Mr. Kevin really, really loves. And his name is Keith Haring. Now, when Mr. Kevin was younger, he would go into New York City, into the Soho neighborhood, and go to all the art galleries. And I used to see a lot of Mr. Haring or Keith Haring's work. So I'm really excited about today's story. There it is. So let's look at the cover. Oh, yeah. Pretty neat. So what do you think the story is about? Yeah, about this guy right here. And maybe he's an artist. Yeah, let's take a look. All right. So Keith Haring, The Boy Who Just Kept Drawing, by K.A. Haring and illustrated by Robert Newbecker. Yeah, good job. You notice that Keith Haring and then the writer is K.A. Haring. Yeah, good guess. They're related. Kay is actually Keith's sister, and she wrote the book. So I just want to thank Dial Books for Young Readers. They're a Penguin Young Readers publisher, and I wanted to thank them for allowing us to read the book today. So let's take a look at the end pages and see what this book could be about. Ooh. Yeah, a lot going on. So cool. Wow, I could probably look at this for hours. There's so much information, so many lines, and a lot of activity. So cool. And look right there. Can you see that? Yeah, that's Keith Haring's signature. It's like an autograph. So these are end pages. So this looks like maybe something that Keith Haring drew. Let's take a look at the story. There was a boy named Keith. When he was little, his father taught him how to draw dogs and fish and funny things. His dad would draw a line, then Keith would draw one. Soon the whole page would be full. Check that out. Yeah. From that time on, Keith never stopped drawing. In elementary school, while taking tests, Keith doodled on the edge of his paper. When he handed in his work, his teacher would ask, "Why did you doodle on the important paper?" Keith didn't answer. He went back to his desk and just kept drawing. Sometimes Keith invited his friends to draw in his backyard clubhouse. Keith made symbols and said each one represented a letter of the alphabet. His friends asked, "Why do you use symbols to write?" Keith drew more symbols. It was his way of answering their question. He encouraged his friends to join him. Come on, let's draw together. As a teenager, Keith liked to draw in his bedroom with the music playing loud. He would draw on every piece of paper he could find. His mother had to yell over the music, "Why can't you turn that music down and go outside to ride your bike?" But Keith had sold his bike to buy art supplies. So he answered, "Look at the cool drawings I did." And he just kept drawing. When Keith was in high school, he won first prize for his art. A successful couple from town offered to buy his drawing. Keith said, "No, thank you. If you enjoy my art, you may hang it on your wall. No charge." Keith's sister were shocked. "Why didn't you take the money?" they asked. Keith shrugged. He just wanted to keep drawing. Keith graduated from high school and went to the big city of Pittsburgh to a school that would teach him about art. There were boys on the street trying something new, breakdancing. He liked the crazy shapes of their bodies as they turned and flipped on the ground. While the music played loud, Keith started drawing wiggly lines. His teachers asked him, "Why are you drawing pictures that look like scrambled bodies? This is not what we told you to draw." Keith knew how to draw. He just wanted to draw in a different way. And he kept drawing. Keith moved to the huge city of New York when he was 20 so he could draw with other artists. He started to draw all over the city, on walls, on sidewalks, and on paper that he hung on lampposts. His drawings were washed away by the rain or torn down by street cleaners. Other artists asked Keith, "Why do you draw in places where your pictures are erased?" Keith didn't hear them. He was searching for another wall so he could keep drawing. Wow, look at all this information. Yeah, so cool. Keith got a job delivering packages, and sometimes he rode the subway. One day, on a panel of black paper on the wall in a station, he rushed outside to buy chalk and came back and began to draw. The white chalk made bright, smooth lines on the black paper. Day after day, Keith filled the empty panels in the subway stations with art. Soon people who rode the subway were looking for the white chalk drawings. No one knew the names of the artist, but his drawings were easy to recognize. People asked him, "Why are you drawing here? What do your pictures mean?" Keith said, "What do you see? You decide what they mean." Where Keith lived, there was a trash on the street, and people didn't always say hello to each other. One day, he and his friends cleaned up 20 bags of garbage in front of a long wall. Then, Keith painted square faces with smiles and body shapes dancing upside down. The neighbors liked the drawings and stopped to say thank you. A policeman came by and lectured Keith. "Why did you do this? I have to give you a ticket because you didn't get permission." Keith paid the fine and just kept drawing. Soon, people wanted to see more of Keith's drawings, and he was asked to display his work in art galleries. Art was hung from the floor to the ceiling, and in between, he painted the walls. Keith invited everyone to come and enjoy his work. All of Keith's artwork sold. The gallery owner asked him, "What are you going to do with all this money?" What would you do with all this money? Let's find out what Keith did. Keith said, "I read in the newspaper that there are kids who don't have enough to eat. I didn't have this money yesterday, and I was happy. If I don't have the money tomorrow, I'll still be happy. All children need to eat. I'll send the money to them." The gallery owner gasped. "Why?" Keith smiled and started to draw again. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Now, people were inviting Keith to draw in famous museums and exhibit in galleries all over the world. He was proud that he had become a successful artist. But wherever he went, Keith insisted he paint a mural so everyone could enjoy his work, not just the people who had money to buy it. During a visit to Paris, France, Keith painted on the outside of a children's hospital, 6 stories high. Newspaper reporters came to take pictures and asked, "Why did you paint at the hospital? Do you think it will make the sick children feel better?" Keith didn't have time to answer. He had to finish the painting. When the Statue of Liberty was 100 years old, Keith drew an outline of the famous statue on a huge piece of vinyl fabric. Then he asked 900 kids to help him finish the drawing. Keith told them, "Draw anything, whatever you want. No one can say it's bad or good. It's yours." Imagine that, a famous artist asking kids to help him finish the artwork. So cool. When the giant painting was displayed, people were amazed to see what Keith and the kids had made. But the art critics couldn't understand why a famous artist was drawing with kids. But you know Keith, he just kept drawing. Keith painted all over the world. He would draw on anything, anytime, anywhere. Wherever he went and whatever he did, he would not stop. He just kept drawing. Now everyone wanted to know, and together they shouted, "Why? Why do you draw all the time? Why do you give your artwork away? Why do you draw on buildings, on people, on clothing, on furniture, on subway walls, on cars, on skateboards, on walls that belong to no one, and on things to be thrown away? Why do you draw on everything?" Look at that. Keith stopped drawing just for a moment and answered, "I draw all the time because there are many spaces to fill. I give my drawings away to help make the world a better place. I draw everywhere because everyone needs art." Then Keith turned back to the street, took a piece of chalk from his pocket, and just kept drawing. What a great story. Okay, we have some Arthur notes with pictures. Look at Keith when he was a young man. Yeah, and his family. And then these are all pictures of Keith's artwork that he did. Some of it appeared, all of it appeared in the book. And then we have the end pages with more crazy drawings. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for listening to the story. You guys want to do a craft? Yeah. So like I said, all we need is a piece of paper, tape, marker, and some scissors. Now, this one is really easy. So I really want you to relax and we're just going to cut the paper up into some shapes. And your shapes could be different than my shapes. It's no problem. We're just going to make some fun art. You guys ready? Cool. All right. So first, let's take our piece of paper. I'm just going to take one piece. I'm going to use white paper today, but use any paper that you like. All right. So I'm going to cut a rectangle first, right down here. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. No problem. I'm going to cut a big rectangle like this. All right. And we got our rectangle. Okay. And then let's cut one strip, 2 strips, Okay, so far 3 pieces of paper. Okay, good. All right. Okay. And we're going to cut one. There we go. Another rectangle, a little smaller than the first one. Then we have this one. Now we're going to cut this in half diagonally. Okay, and now we have 2 triangles. Then we're going to take one of the triangles and we're just going to cut it in half. Super easy. All right. We are done with the cutting. So we have 2 small triangles, 1 big triangle, 1 medium rectangle, and 1 large rectangle. And we have 2 strips. Now, for the strips, okay, we got 2 of them. Let's cut those in half. Perfect. Now, this is a fun way to make a picture. So I don't know if you're good at drawing, but Mr. Kevin is just okay, even though I like to draw a lot. But one thing I learned in the beginning when drawing is that you see a lot of shapes. So you see someone's head and it's a circle. You see someone's body and it's a rectangle and 2 smaller rectangles. So you can just look for shapes in everything. So let's put these shapes together into some artwork. Sound like fun? All right. So first, I'm going to take the 4 of these and I'm going to attach them to the big one. Let's do that. I got my tape all set up, but if I'm going too fast, just pause. Okay, and again, you can do it any way you like. Okay, look at that. Yeah. All right. Now let's take our big triangle. Okay, get some tape on that. Okay. And I'm just going to put it in the corner. Just like that. See? See the big triangle there? And then just like that. All right. Okay. All right. Do you guys see where I'm going with this? Yeah. All right. So now let's do the 2 small triangles. And again, any way you want to do this, no problem. All right. So now I have 3 triangles and 6 rectangles all taped together. And what does it look like? I don't know. You tell me, what does this look like? Yeah, a dog. It looks like one of Keith Haring's dogs. Yeah. So then to finish this drawing, what you want to do is you want to take your marker and you just want to color the edge. Just color the edge all around. All right. And I did that earlier so you can see my finished artwork. Do you want to see? All right. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yeah, we took a bunch of shapes and we made it into a picture, just like Keith Haring. Wow, pretty great. So take your time and do your own picture. It can be any way you like. You guys were wonderful today. Thank you for joining me and listening about art and Renee Magritte and Keith Haring. And then I hope you dressed up too for Fabulous Friday. If you want to see more librarians dressed up, go check out the Providence Community Library Facebook site and check out all of our videos that all of our librarians are working hard to make. Story times and crafts. Wonderful. Check that out at the Providence Community Library YouTube channel. And then also go to all the Facebook sites of all the libraries. I'm Mr. Kevin. Thank you so much for joining me today for our story time and craft. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. See you later. Have a good one. Go make some art.